Hey guys, welcome back to Coptool. I'm Rob, alongside me is Sarah, and this is what happened this week in the world of power tools.
VCG is as seen on TV, and the essential craftsman solves all of my problems.
We're excited to reveal 2 new segments on today's show, featuring the Concord Carpenter and the Construction Junkie.
Awesome! All of those stories and more coming up next.
This is your Coptool Week in Review. For no reason in particular, we have 3 2-gallon shop vacs on the show today. The first showed up on the Tool Pros Podcast YouTube channel, where Brent showed off the new Milwaukee M18 portable shop wet dry vac. Now, Brent's an HVAC pro, so the ability to easily carry a small wet vac with him is pretty significant. After spending 4 minutes praising its virtues, he strangely concludes,
"This thing really sucks."
To learn why, head over to Tool Pros Podcast on YouTube.
I've made no secret of my love for essential craftsmen, and this week Scott decided to highlight 5 of his favorite problem-solving tools. Now, YouTube had pretty much ruined the top 5 style videos for me, and I was fully expecting all 5 of these to be duct tape. But as it turns out, Scott shares 5 unique tools I've never owned myself that turn out to be incredibly handy when it comes to solving a problem. Now, I don't want to ruin all of it, but I'll tell you what, I need a rigging axe.
Oh, no you don't.
Oh, yes I do. And to see the rest, you'll need to head over to Essential Craftsmen on YouTube.
A couple weeks ago, the TIA crew gave us a first look at the all-new Cub Cadet Ultima ZT1, a zero-turn mower with a unique square tube frame design painted in lightning banana.
That's not a color.
Yeah, it is. Look at that thing. Tell me that's not called lightning banana.
It looks more like a triggered rubber ducky.
Anyways, after a few weeks of use, Dan posted a new comprehensive review of the eye-catching mower and found a remarkable number of things to love about this Cub. To get a closer look for yourself, head over to Tools in Action on YouTube.
Buckle up, guys, we're headed into the tool review zone again this week, this time to get a look at a popular alternative to sandpaper. These are Diablo's new Sand Net discs featuring a clog-reducing net design coated in premium aluminum oxide grit. My favorite. Okay, well, I don't exactly know what that means, but the results are an affordable alternative that improves dust vacuuming and lasts 10 times longer than paper. And to prove the last point, Clint literally clamps an orbital sander down to a piece of MDF and runs it for 5 minutes straight. To see if it lives up to the hype, hit up Tool Review Zone on YouTube.
Alright guys, watching videos and screaming in all caps is great fun, but that doesn't mean there isn't work to be done. To help us get better at our jobs, it's time for actual work with Rob Robillard.
Hey, Rob, Sarah, quick tip for you guys about installing knobs on cabinetry. A lot of times when you're installing knobs, it's hard to open and close the knobs. A lot of guys use tape. In fact, I used blue tape for years, with blue tape on them. And double them back, and that's great until the blue tape tears off, and then you got to use something small to get your finger in there and pull it out. And I leave blue tape in all the cabinets prior to cabinetry knobs installation. But when I'm actually working and using the cabinets and fitting things, I use a suction cup. And I picked this up a while ago. I forget where I got it, but it works great. You just put it on the door and just open and close, and it peels off pretty easily. It even works on drawers, so works great. You know, I keep a couple in my finished bag, and I just take it with me every time I do cabinetry and I do knobs. Hope this helps, and Rob, please don't try this at home.
Thanks so much, Rob. Do you guys remember seeing that infomercial from 2001? Yup, that's the Gator Grip, the magical super socket that solves all of your nut driving problems. I was pretty sure we'd seen the last of the Gator, that is until VCG decided it deserved a comeback. Vince got one of his own and filled a Home Depot bag with random nuts, bolts, wing nuts, eye bolts, and more. I honestly thought he was going to break that thing in no time, but it actually lasted for quite a while. Vince got a little excited and started running around his shop, loosening every bolt he could find until, unfortunately, I'm sure he's fine. Vince is made of rubber. You can see his complete review at VCG Construction on YouTube.
For my project of the week, we head over to the wildly entertaining Drew Fisher from Fisher's Shop. In honor of Memorial Day, I found one of his projects from about a year ago where he designed a wooden waving American flag. Now, he talks you through how he made every painstaking detail, and I really appreciated that he showed you all of his trial and error process for how to burn each stripe. In your free time this weekend, head over to Fisher's Shop on YouTube. You won't be disappointed. Now, if you have a project or find a project you think I should feature on the show, please send it to me in an email at projects@coptool.com.
All right, here's the second 2-gallon vac in our show today. This time it's the Makita XCV11 put through its paces by the guys at Pro Tool Reviews. The Makita is priced a bit higher than the Milwaukee we saw earlier at $159 for the bare tool, but it holds some serious bragging rights in the endurance area. This thing runs 30 minutes on high and an hour on low. That's with only a 5 amp hour battery. Even with the battery, it only weighs about 10 pounds. The most shocking thing, Clint gives us an excellent overview of a competent portable vac and never once jokes about how bad it sucks. Well done, Clint. You are a better man than I. You can learn more at Pro Tool Reviews on YouTube.
Power tools are our passion here at Coptool, but they mean nothing without the world of construction. And to keep us up to date, we invited the construction junkie to host his new segment, Construction Junk with Shane.
My first story highlights the recently completed demolition and renovation of Canada's tallest structure, the CN Tower. Standing at a whopping 1,815 feet at its tallest point, there were plenty of challenges that the contractors had to overcome, including having only one elevator to take materials up and down, and having to protect themselves and others below while windows were removed and replaced. One of the new features added during the renovation was a new glass panel floor, which can hold roughly 24,700 pounds. Hey Siri, what's Canadian for 24,700 pounds?
24,700 pounds is roughly 18 Canadian moose.
Thanks, Siri. In construction technology news, we discussed last week whether or not subcontractors should purchase their own project management software to run their jobs or simply rely on whichever one the GC or owner requires. As construction software giant Procore announced that they now have over 1,200 sub and specialty contractors using their platform independently, with significant growth shown in the past 12 months. Some benefits subcontractors are seeing include integration with accounting software, mobile timesheet tracking, invoice tracking, and making it look like they're using their phones to do actual work. For more on these and other stories about the construction industry, visit constructionjunkie.com. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Shane. We appreciate it. Before we go, we're going to take a quick look at a few of our favorite Instagram posts this week. First off, we've been watching the Tool Pig play with some new Makita outdoor power equipment recently, and specifically their brush cutter, on which he decided to mount an old 12-inch carbide blade. The results were amazing.
Speaking of outdoor equipment, Tools by Design showed off his Eagle blower using its astonishing 580 max CFM to edge his sidewalk. Who needs an edger when you have a blower as powerful as Ego?
Stan the Dirt Monkey has been slowly posting videos from the hardware show in Vegas, and this time he found an insane powered plunger that works with any power drill. I oddly want to try it and run from it at the same time.
And last of all, the French-Canadian carpenter himself took some time to lay out his collection of DeWalt tools and shot himself an accidental renaissance. Have your tools ever looked as cool as this photo? I think not. You can find the links to all of these great Instagram creators in the description below. And while you're there, don't forget to follow Coptool as well, where we like to post a lot of behind-the-scenes moments here at the show. Oh, I guess this is the third vac of the show?
You'd be right, but before we talk about this, you got to tell us who won the contest last
That's right.
week.
Nick won the Bosch Bulldog from Ohio Power Tool, so congratulations,
Congratulations, Nick. That's awesome.
All right, what are we doing with the vac?
So this is the Makita, the new Makita XCV11, the same one you saw the PTR guys review just a couple segments back.
Okay.
This is our contest prize this week.
Ooh, fun. How do they enter to win?
Glad you asked. So earlier in our episode, we pointed you to a review of a competitor, which would be the Milwaukee M18 2-gallon portable shop wet. Is it a wet dry vac as well?
I think it is. That was a wet dry vac.
Either way, there's an excellent review for there. As I just mentioned, the guys at PTR also did a review of this guy right here. We want you to go watch both. Come back to either our YouTube video or on Facebook. Leave a comment. Tell us which one won.
Oh boy.
That'll go great.
All right, thank you Ohio Power Tool and Makita for sponsoring this episode. And guys, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss a thing.
We'll see you next week.